hits for this week.
You know, my hits are a little bit different this week than what they usually are. For me, Eugene was a hit for his celebrity appearance. I think that Championship Wrestling from Memphis utilizing these wrestlers that we've seen in the past or that we've seen in other territories or companies coming down here to Championship Wrestling, whether that's an interim GM we saw with Teddy Long, we saw Lance Archer come down here. We've seen Marco Stunt, who is also a part of this show. I think that this does a lot of good. It shows us not only what has happened before in the past, but what's happening right now, and also shows us where the wrestlers we're watching today, where they're at with all of this in the mix of it and what we're looking at. I thought Eugene being on the show was an incredible hit this week. Also, the Crowleys. I love the Crowleys with Marco Stunt. There's some chemistry there. There was a match with Jackson and I think Marco out in Chicago a few weeks back that a lot of people were a couple of weeks back that a lot of people were ranting and raving about. The Crowleys and Marco Stein with the posse, with even the posse in there as well. Man, there was just some great chemistry. That was some great. I think any wrestling fan of wrestling would enjoy the segments and the matches that they were putting on there. I also got to give a hit to production, the production value. Shout out to the cameramen. Shout out to the people behind the bat putting the images and the shots together. They're doing a great job week by week. You only see it getting better and better. I can't wait to see where we are 2 to 3 months from now as they've just kind of been really been focusing in on that production value. So I'm really, really loving that. Also, along with that production, the flashbacks. When we do the flashbacks to what happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that is a hit for me. Another hit, Rebel Kell getting her rematch right there, getting that win she was supposed to get.
She was supposed to get last time. Yeah. Let's go talk about that.
Yeah. It was a hit for me for that. Also, another hit for me was in that main event. Bret Michaels was missing in the beginning of that match. The way that it started, the way it went down, this was a match that was, I think everyone was looking forward to. Allen still losing that championship. That main event was a hit for me from begining to finish. And those are my hits.
I'll say that. I'll just piggyback right there, and I'll tell my other hits too. The main event was well put together. Love the finish, the way they did it. It looked like Bret Michaels was limping before when he walked out, so we didn't understand. No one said anything about that, so I don't really know what was going on there. But just a real good match, exactly what it should be. A triple threat is all about. Dustin even actually said this, but the psychology of it is to shit can one wrestler and work 2 wrestlers in the ring, and the shit can should be actually a good spot, and it was. I mean, everything was really done real well. These 3 guys, I'd give them another 15 minutes and watch a longer version of this live if they had it. So I really liked that match. I love the finish of the Austin Lane match. And I don't know if I've ever had them DQ. It never happens. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the heel lets go. Well, the heel didn't let go this time. That is a big man right there, Toomer is. And he has potential to do anything, JB. I'm going to tell you, this guy could be champ. He really could. Or he could be a huge babyface. As big as he is in everything that he does, he could be. Like you said, Marco Stunt, really a lot of fun. He has worked Jackson and his brother a lot in this area. I think for Cape Championship Wrestling, he's done it more than once. I'd like to see him in there with Austin Lane, but both of them were baby faces because I hear they have a really good chemistry too. But yeah, you could see all of that chemistry, not really having to call a lot of stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And I loved it. I loved it. The ending had a little bit of slow up to it when he punched Jimmy. But all that stuff and the bad guys get their heat at the end. It don't matter whether they lost or not. The Hollywood Horror Show could lose every match up until they turn babyface and still be over. I want you to know that. They would still be freaky. Everyone says, oh, I'm scared of them, blah, 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 until they become good guys, which will eventually happen. I mean, you can't have somebody like Hollywood Jimmy treating you like shit all the time without you getting mad at him. So, all right.